Hello everyone. I think this should be live now. Yeah, we are a bit late for this Osiris League. Sorry. The match is already underway. We are just waiting now for when it actually starts. Well, it's already starting for like a minute or two. Um, but yeah, I mean that's fine. I'll wait for this update. I didn't play on PC recently, so this update will take a while. Need 2 more gigabytes, and then this update should be done. Let me share the stream at this. Yeah, at this time, I'll just share it, and we'll see. Okay, in the comments, I want you to place your bets. OWR versus 60MX. Hmm. All right, 17 seconds is what it says. It's probably a bit more, but we'll see. I'll just share this live stream a little bit with my other people in the kingdom, in other kingdoms, so that we have more viewers. As you can see, 800,000 coins were on the line, and I did a save bet this time, and already I have a prediction on the champions, and I think my prediction is gonna be the first champion. We will get a new champion for sure, 60MX or OWR. One of them is gonna be champion. Um, and I feel like OWR, I got this feeling OWR got this. They probably train a lot for this. But you never know. You never know 100%. So it's still a bit of a gamble, but it's 50-50. The match is 50-50. 60MX probably get um well, I can't say that word on stream, but people from 60GT might play on their accounts, right? That is something that could be happening. Let's yeah, like this real quick, and then we enter the match. It's cursed. It's all cursed. The fonts. Go spectate 60MX versus OWR, baby. I think they already opened their gates. Yeah, they already got their obelisk. Um, do we see anything interesting? Yes, we do. There is a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marches. I bet these are all calves, right? Not all calves, but lots of calves. Yeah, the usual lineup. And where are they going? I guess through mid and then through the outposts, I guess. OWR is quite a quick team on structures, which is interesting. 60MX, I guess, will be stronger in mid, but not really sure. I didn't have the chance to watch a lot of replays, so um, yeah, I'm not uh, I'm not that experienced with these two teams. All right. Seems like, yeah, as usual, they're going for the desert altars, which is the normal play. Um, and then a bit of a smaller ball towards the sky altars, right? Reason for that is pretty simple. You want to be as close as possible to mid. You don't want to be all the way over here with 4 minutes on the clock for mid. That is not what you want to happen because then that means you either go to suicide here, get set phase, then get to mid, and which means you're late for mid because the fight usually starts around like 2 minutes before the arc spawns, right? Or 1 minute before the arc spawns. It depends a little bit on the match. But if you are here fighting 4 minutes before arc spawns. It's all good. It's all good. Um, yeah. Let's see what we see in the first few minutes are of course vital, right? You have three stages in a match. First stage is the first occupation stage, where you can gain a huge early on advantage if you occupy enemy structures with the first occupation, because they give 750 points here on one altar. Imagine if you take all four of them, that means you are already ahead 1.5k, which is just insane. Actually, yeah, 1.5k. No, it's actually more, right? Because yeah, they have 1.5. Oh, they get three, you get zero. So you're actually ahead 3k. So that's why, like, the first few minutes are vital. Then you have the middle, yeah, the middle of the match, which is like 45 minutes till, let's say, last 15 minutes. And that's the arc period. You are gonna have usually two arcs. Uh, and of course, every time the field will be trying to balance out, right? Um, and afterwards, you have the last few minutes, which means the gatherers. There's going to be less field, and more focus on either like a last arc or structures, which usually you see the no march. And speaking of which, I do expect a no march in this match. People are probably gonna run no march here. We'll give them some extra points on the structures, which is good. Okay. 60 MX has both the enemy altars, but so does OWR. Ooh, Sun Sailor, Sun Sailor. And where are they go? Okay, okay. That's interesting. So OWR is looking to hold this sky altar with some of the people in here. Yeah, because you have the solar bark over here. In my opinion, maybe it would be better to do it here, because you can go both ways then. Because right now they are getting cooked on their desert altar, and they also have to go to mid. So in my opinion, this is not the right play. Although it will stand there for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? I don't know for how long that thing works. Let's see once it's finished. You can teleport 50 marches. So 10 times 5. That's pretty legit. For sure, yeah, well, yeah, that's actually cool. You can bring like a garrison captain easily. So once the old one dies, you can bring a new one. Rallies cannot travel through them, which, I mean, that makes sense, right? It would be too OP if you can teleport rallies over. I mean, you can with the teleport skill, I believe, but yeah, that's too crazy. Let's see. I need to log into a live stream on YouTube. So I will say the first few minutes look better for 60 MX. They have three altars, um, and I think, are they able to hold this one? Hey, Mommer, bro, what's up? 30 seconds. They need to hold this structure for 30 seconds to get that first occupation that I already said. I mentioned already, it's so important to get the first occupation from your enemy, but it's low red, and I think it will flip. There we go. It flipped. Mamer could have joined with a lower march and tried to get in, meanwhile wait for a reinforced march, but seems like they are not going to focus on the desert altars. And sky altars too. Holy moly, they're getting overwhelmed over here because of the solar bark, right? I already used 22 teleports on that thing. That means they will hold this sky altar for a few minutes, probably. I think like 8 minutes. That's not a few, that's a lot. 60 MX will have it a bit easier on arc probably because there's way more people on the outside lane. Usually you don't see an outside lane focus that much. But I guess what is happening is that OWR wants to catch 60 MX off guard because what they're doing here is they're saying, okay, we have a weaker inside now because we have a big focus on the outside because they teleport bar. But you cannot neglect us. You have to react. You cannot bring all those marches to the desert altar and just take the desert altar. Because like these people are still here being a problem. They could even threaten to take the op if you are bringing your marches over to this desert altar. So 60 MX has to focus on on the sky altar until the teleport chances are 50 out of 50 or well, until they take back the Sky Altar, which is not happening anytime soon. And meanwhile, those marches cannot go to mid because they're fighting over here. So that's a pretty complicated strategy for OWR, but 60 LX, there we go. They have dust up and they have all the skills. First cap from that Sky Altar is for OWR though. So they are actually doing better on first captures. Ooh, this one. I don't think there was a first cap there. Why is there as an Alexander? Bro, bro, why? Why? Why Alexander primary, bro? Now they have to take back that structure within 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Otherwise, they're cooked. Yeah, man, this is bad. This is bad. There's like maybe 30 marches over here for OWR. They might have sneaky tactics to delay 60 MX. We'll see soon. But 60 MX went in with a lot of marches. And what 60 MX should do at this point, these marches don't bring them to mid, bring them to the sides. Preferably like here, because you need to take back that structure. Meanwhile, this group should keep going over here to the Sky Altar, and I don't know if you can destroy this bark or that you just have to deal with it. But yeah, they shouldn't be doing this. No, no, no. This is far. Lots of marches. Lots of marches for a small problem. And look, this is bad. 4 altars for OWR. They are already up 3K. Yeah. And this still has a first capture. If 60 MX gets the first capture, then they are not that far behind. They are still like 3K behind, but like you are losing out like insane on an insane amount of points over here. That Solar Bark did catch them off guard, and they are going all in on mid, which is just not the way. You should not go all in on mid. If your enemy is trying to F with you over here, trying to delay your arc, nah, bro, don't bring 100 marches to mid, bro. Like 100 against 20, 30, dude, you need all this shit, you know? Wait, what? Desert Storm. Okay, interesting choice. Desert Storm, you deal some damage to these people in the ball. So I guess what 60 MX they really want to get their first capture on this thing. Because the first capture has not been done yet. So yeah, they're going all in on the shrine. Malta is over here, and there's a Navis and Iluya. They'll try to swarm back that thing, but it's high wide, 28 seconds. It's gonna be a little rough if you want to accomplish that. There needs to be a rally for that, and I don't see a rally. Yeah, arc goes to MX. Of course, it goes to them, right? But 15 seconds, it's not enough to take this altar. So another 750 points for OWR, all four instant captures for OWR. That's actually nuts. You bet on OWR? I bet a little bit on both. No, 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 yeah. Uh, I didn't bet on them, I think. Oh, okay, it's 5.5K already. That's really bad. Really bad. I already told you. 60 MX, they went all in on mid. Well, there was no enemy. And that's just 60 GTs, and it also works for 60 MX. Their weakness is that when they can't adapt. They can't adapt quick. 93 or Bear, they can adapt really fast. 489 too, they can adapt pretty fast. Um, so when you see enemy is only bringing 30 marches, you bring 40. You don't bring 80 or 90. And that's the mistake that they did here because they had 90 or 80 marches in mid. Well, not 90. 90 is way too much, but probably like 80, 70, 60. I don't know how much, but way more. Because of that, they could not push back those desert altars, the sky altar, this desert altar, that sky altar. And they lost an insane amount of points on structures, which is just bad. It's really, really bad because you unbalanced your mid. Now they need to slap back. That is real bad. I think this one almost comes to an end, right? The solar bark. 31, still 19 remaining. Oh my. That is rough. That is really rough. Because you can just keep reinforcing from that thing. Just jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in, die, jump in, die, jump in, die. It's nuts. Here, there we go. Reinforcement. I bet you can see a couple CCs over here soon. Trying to reinforce another reinforcement march over here. I mean, I guess there will be people teleporting all over the spot, right? No one. No one is teleporting. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this guy is gonna TP. But look, yeah, okay, finally, 6CMX took back the altars on the inside lane, but they're being overthrown on the outside. So the early stage of the match, OWR is actually slapping with an insane amount of force, like 7k diff, that's 2 arcs. That is not what I expected. They're getting manhandled, also because of the first occupation. Mostly because of the first occupation. That is literally they got also the Shrine of War and Shrine of Life first occupation. So all 8 structures, which I believe 750, 750, 750, 750. It's 3,000 plus 4 times what's this for occupation? 400. 1,600. So 4,600 points is what you miss out on all the first captures. But as you can see right now, 60MX is taking revenge. They have 3 altars under control right now, and they will need an excellent reinforcement gameplay if they want to win this match, because right now it's looking really bad. They are already behind 4k points, and that's not something you'd like. They need to have 3 desert altars for like the majority of the match, or 3 altars in general, not desert altars, but altars in general. But yeah, you see OWR, they have a big push over here, and there is only one, two, three, four, five, well, six, seven, couple here. There's not that much marches coming in. I hope it's a full structure, because look at all those calves ready to just yank that swarmer, and they have a archer rally, so it's hard to reinforce that actually. There's not a lot of archer marches over here. I saw one Herman, I believe, but the rest is just calves, 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 calves because of the march speed. A Gorgo garrison is usually not what you want to see. Uh, I don't know what's the secondary there. Can't see. It's not something shieldy, so I don't know what is it. I want to see when the build is over. It was a Gorgo with a. It was a Hera. Okay. That's interesting. They should have just reinforced. They have a lot of marches nearby. They should have been reinforcing those structures, but they didn't. Which mean you can't blame them that much, but when you are behind, you need to focus on structures. It's a huge pain that you lose all this right now. And well, what 60MX is doing like decently well is already gathering. They already have 1, 2, 3, 4 marches over here gathering. They have the arc waiting. which I think is probably the best choice if you're confident in your structures. I don't know if 60MX can be confident with their structures. I don't know. OWR, nah, this ain't gonna kill the structure. No reinforcements nearby, and for OWR, and I think it's way closer to 60MX, their main cities, so they should be able to fend off this attack. If they are not, it's just stupid, and then you throw away the match. You cannot lose structures like this. It's not championship worthy. But OWR is starting off strong, as I kind of thought. The bottom side is much stronger though from 60MX, so they didn't do good on balancing that. Maybe the reason also is because there's one, two, three, four, five marches over here gathering, which means you have five marches less than field, and then you are gonna feel that in the long term, right? Over here, Sky Alter, new push. Of course, 60MX, they're angry. They want to get back their structures that they fought for. You see all the SVIP, the SVIP blue things. I don't know what it's called, but the marches are blue. Super cool. But look, all those marches here are red. They should just swarm it down, die, and send a new push. Don't kill off the field because the field of the enemy is red. Low too. So just make sure they keep low so that if they refresh and you sad face, that you are back faster as they are. Hey, I just joined the stream. Who is winning? Right now, OWR is winning. Um, because 60MX made some mistakes with well, some with a fatal few mistakes with the first occupation score. They just gave away literally all their four altars on occupation and also their shrines also on first occupation. Oh, they escorted the arc already. They're saying okay, FF structures we're going on mid, but OWR look they're outstanding on structures. The difference is 4.6 right now. That means MX needs to balance out on structures and win the next arc while keeping the structures alive, which is not an easy task, that's for sure. Uh-oh. OWR is gonna pull a banana move. I call this a banana move. You go from here. Probably they're going to help this group with Sky Altar, or they're just delaying that group so that they have a free run at the Sky Altar. But yeah, I mean, 60MX needs to get back on structures and also, yeah, gathering for sure. They need like 6K gathering score at the end of the match. You see a lot of gatherers already. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, probably. A couple others. But for now, it seems like OWR is the favorite in this match, for sure. They have been dominating the score per minute. It's actually insane how they did that. Not the score per minute necessarily, but the first captures are making a huge difference. But I hope MX can fight back. Although the Sky Altar over here is red. There you go. Don't lose it. Keep reinforcing that thing. There is a CC over here. Reinforcing march. Keep it full. There we go. Another march. Another march. Come on. Mommer, get in there. Mommer. Don't lose it. No. Ah, there you go. There was a lot of reinforcing marches. One, two, three actually, but they couldn't get in. That's that's worrying. Three altars for OWR and one still in cooldown for MX. MX is here with a decent presence, so they need to swarm down the structure, not swarm down the field, swarm down the structure. Make sure it flips, prevent points from being scored. Because if you're chasing the field, enemy can just refresh. For sure, if it's their own structures, they can refresh very short and get back with white, and then you're red. You can't fend that attacks off, right? But they need to non-stop swarm this thing. They should have done it way earlier. But yeah, they made a mistake there. 5k diff. Next arc must go to 60 mx with ease, by the way, and they need to equalize the structures, which I don't think is gonna happen. I think we can basically call this match already. Like 60 OWR will need to mess up something really bad. And this is what I said, dude. OWR is doing well, and 60 MX is also shooting themselves in the forehead. Like, sure, you can let your rally run now. Okay, yeah, this is sort of decent, right? You save some of the white marches to swarm with thing, but the focus on the field is, in my opinion, a bit too much. Yeah, swarm me down now. Yeah, right. Yeah, you can delay a little bit, that's for sure. For sure, try to get the well, it's Gorgo infantry marches down. But also like the CCs or the FLs and whatever you see, reinforced marches. Take back that scout. There we go. There we go. Good job. So three for a max now, I believe. But the interesting thing, I think both OWR and 60MX will have a full skill bar soon. So yeah, it will be interesting seeing that. Okay, the difference is now, is it 6k? 6k? And the next one is worth 3.5. They're behind 2.5 already. That sucks ass. I'm not gonna lie. That is real bad. And here, 60MX, they need to focus. No, don't send out too much or not. Just make sure you send like 10% more marches as OWR on your mid, and you're good. You're good, right? You also can see it probably in the kills. Oh, OWR actually has the gear advantage. I didn't know that. That's actually cool. Um, man, I mean, the Sky Altar, I hope it won't be lost. There is a Hera in there, and there is a reinforcement. That's good. That Swarm won't be able to succeed for now. Yeah, the rally lead will need to kill themselves ASAP so that they can re-rally once it's ready. There's a reinforcement, another reinforcement. I think they can keep up that Sky Altar for a little bit, right? Some more reinforcement marches. That can reinforce. Cortex is over there. Yo, Cortex, really awesome. Oh, there is a rally now. That's a pain. That's a pain. It's really, really dangerous. Oh, this is the old captain. It's trying to sad face. You need to swarm the rally if you want to sad face. Hey, Kisame, that's a Dutch guy. Why is he rallying with a Joan? Why did 60MX hold first arc? Wouldn't it be better to have captured immediately? Yes and no. I think they wanted to know if they rebalanced a little bit, like on structures, how strong they could be. Like, you wanna get a little bit of a feeling, like, okay, our enemy, we made that mistake at the start, but how is the actual competition? How are we actually that much worse on structures? So maybe they waited like 4 minutes and were like, okay, yeah, we can handle it, and now we deliver. If you cannot handle the structures, the push on the structures, if you go to mid, you get absolutely molested. So yeah, it's also maybe some confidence. But let's see. What did we get in terms of skills? We got sneaky tactics, GG, GG. That is gonna be a bit of a pain. And 60MX already used Desert Storm. Yeah, that's stupid. You should wait with Desert Storm, bro, because it cancels out the invis. But they just did Desert Storm before the invis. So yeah, your enemy has like 10% lower units, but they are still invis with these all damage boost. Like, I don't think that storm cancels out the all damage anyways, but it is important though. Like, you can't mess up. You can't mess up here. They need this arc and they need to keep the structures. Yeah, no, 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 no. Bo Isaac, guy, my guy, my guy, my guy, my guy. You need to swarm down the healthy marches. Where's the reinforcement? Dude, cancel the frickin' rally and join. Ah, no, I don't think. I think they can say if that guy joins in the structure, they'll manage. Oh, big fight, big fight. Who was winning? 60 max, energetic for the next cycle. Oh, this seems like it goes in favor of 60MX. They are doing what they should be doing, which is winning mid, which is exactly, yeah, that's exactly what they need to do, as I already mentioned. Take the dark ASAP, please, and then deliver it home. Make sure to get back on structures. Don't get lost in your thoughts with, oh, well, maybe if they take the arc. No, 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 bro, just deliver, 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 and get back on structures because, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. I told you, OWR is so fast with adapting, and they're already here. They are already here with marches to swarm down the desert altar, and I bet they will be soon here as well with a couple marches. As we speak, there is a couple marches already coming home, and they're going for that sky altar. Although 60 can react here, but I mean, this is bad. You want to. What is this guy doing? Oh, okay, yeah, he's trying to delay the arc. You need to push for this desert altar. These guys, what are they doing? They need to go here. Now, every one of these needs to go here. This team, sure, can go to the Shrine of War, but I think in your case it would be better to just move all in on. No, never mind. You have a team over here, so move this arm over here, Desert Altar. These guys with a rally. I hope they have a rally on the Shrine of War. Don't think so. Mamara lost control of the arc. Yeah, there's a bunch of guys over there trying to delay. That's actually what OWR should be doing, delaying arcs. That's perfect for them, and it hurts to see for a Max. Like, they're slowly catching up on points, sure, but it's not enough. You need another arc, and they need to win a bit more on structures because right now 17k points on structures is it's double of what MX did, which is just nuts. It's just nuts. Shrine of War. Okay, they took back Shrine. They have Sky Altar under control. They are pushing a little bit on Desert Altar. They have a defense over here ready, defense over here ready, which I think they made a mistake here. They should have gone around to the Desert Altar. Sure, they did it to protect the Ark, probably, right? But but still. Oh, this is bad. They need to take back all the structures ASAP, otherwise they're getting cooked. 6.2k as we speak. And please, please, please tell me you have more reinforcements coming in for the Sky Altar because you will need them. The huge combinations with the Hermans and the BQs are absolutely molesting the garrison. They can just swarm down anything, those marches. For sure, like BQ, it's crazy how strong that combination is. Where are the reinforcements again? Are they late? Are they late? I think they are. Sky Altar is gonna be lost, I guess. Oh, escorted the Ark. Okay, they know what they need to do. They need to deliver ASAP, 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 ASAP. So 3k diff right now. If they can balance it at 3k for the rest of the match, I see a possibility to win. But if they manage to win this match, it's the most insane comeback that I've seen in a while because 8k diff at the start or 7k, it's hard to make up 7k. Trust me, it's really hard to make up 7k. So for sure, if you're already ready, look, those altars are all in the hands of OWR. They know what they need to do, right? But wait, where is energetic for OWR? They didn't use energetic? That's interesting. Maybe you will see it soon, or maybe they are planning to release another skill. Maybe. Oh. I think I know what they're gonna do. OWR is gonna place another solar bark soon. Look, they placed this one. 51. So that means in 3 minutes they can place another solar bark, and they'll do it right over here again to take control of that sky altar. Maybe they'll do it. Yeah, they'll do it probably there, maybe here. I don't know the possibilities there, but I think they will not use energetic because they're saving up for the solar bark. That is what I think. Unless they activate it now and then in 2 minutes, maybe can place the solar bark. I don't know. We'll have to see, but what I do know is that 60MX is not doing good on structures. They are now behind 4K. With like within I guess a minute or two, OWR expanded their lead with 1K, which is just you should not allow that. You should not allow that. And that's just OWR is such a fast team. They have fast marches, fast calves. They have a lot of calf marches, as you can see, right? You see a lot of calves. And they're managing so well in holding structures. Cho is an absolute monster in Osiris League. I don't know why MX is not using them. Like, sure, they'll trade bad, but they are tanky as hell. You're not losing fast. If you're losing slowly because of all the heals, the counter attacks. There's no shields, I believe, but with Hera there is also shields, so lots of defensive stats, I believe, too, so, which is good. Okay, now you see GT or MX is making a comeback, trying to swarm this Sky Altar alongside with a rally, infantry rally, interestingly. That looks like it's gonna go well because like it's already almost red. Oh, there we go. We got a reinf. No, I don't know. I don't know if this. No, I don't think they can take this Sky Altar. Just too much March is coming over here from MX, from OWR. They have such fast refreshes. It's actually insane how fast they can refresh. It feels like they're way quicker on refreshes as Max. I don't know if they have some sort of secret for that or so. MX needs next arc, which is 4K, and then the gathering. I think they have enough gathering for that. So if they can balance the points from now on till the end of the match with an extra arc, then there would be a possibility because they have the gatherers, right? They have, let's see how much gatherers. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I guess nine or 10, you don't really see that much. 10, 10 is doable, but this is bad, bro. But what I've seen so far, 60MX can't do big push. They can't push big on mid. And in my opinion, what OWR should do, they should just say, F mid. We are going structures. And I think that very soon we'll see another solar bark going towards either this altar or that altar. And then they'll try to, yeah, to do the same trick all over, right? That's my guess. They'll do the same trick all over, solar bark, and occupy all the altars again, disrupt 6 CMX, where is your reinforcements? You not again, please. There is no reinforcing marches nearby. I see C over here. Yeah, there is a reinforced point. They got some issue with the recently people got more issues with it in KVK as well. You have to march all the way around sometimes to get in. An entry point is what it's called. Entry point. So you have to march a lot to get into the structure, which is exactly the reason why it falls. Like this was supposed to go in but the entry point is sometimes here, sometimes it's here, which means yeah, you have to march all the way around the structure to get in, which is just nuts. Lilith really needs to change it because it's ruining the fun for sure. Because reinforcing is super hard if the people are swarming you. Okay, 4 altars, 4 OWR, and I already told you they cannot afford that. They cannot afford it. Oh, and there is no march. No march for OWR. 4 altars under control with a 1 minute cooldown on these altars until they generate coins, which is just nuts. How they do that, it's Perfect. It's perfect. And what they will probably do is they'll have sneaky tactics ready again. Do they? No, they don't. Not yet. But they'll just try to delay the dark to hold structures for as long as possible. Because right now, 900 to 290, that's simply not gonna be good. Um, I think 60MX is cooked. They need already they already need to wipe out the field now. If they want to have a good chance for winning this match, you need to attack now. Attack all the players now so that once the arc spawns, you have a free run. You don't want to wait in this scenario. Waiting is real bad. You need someone to take down these guys. They're all going for the same. No, 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 no. GT. It just hurts to see. It hurts to see. You know the solution, but they don't give a shit about your solution. Or they don't see it. They just don't see it. There we go. And they're all around. I told you, bro. I told you before the Smith thing, you need to kill them off now before the freaking thing starts. And now they're chasing down the backside. Meanwhile, you have a group over here coming in trying to steal your arc soon. Oh, MX, you messed up bad, bro. If you know they're pushing structures, you ball up more in front, prevent them from reaching the point. You attack them anyways, regardless of them making a ball or not. Because this is madness. Although I must say, OWR didn't do good on just running through the ball. That's really bad, actually. I hope they do can deliver ASAP because they need the structures. OWR is now ahead 7K, which is just insane. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually insane. 60MX needs structures soon, a lot of structures, because the gathering maybe have 2K diff on the structures. They'll lose this arc probably. This one capture, you'll probably get taken down by one of those marches that they didn't fully kill. There's this guy still epic. He's full HP. Don't allow a full HP march so close to your carrier. Ma. Okay, that will go down, that's for sure. And these guys, bro, this makes me so upset. These guys, they're all going down to the wrong side. They need to go to this desert altar over here. They need to move around the corner, but they're playing defensively. You need to play not defensively now. You're losing the game right now unless you play more offensively. These guys, where are they going? Yeah, finally. They need to move towards this desert altar. They should have moved there like seconds earlier because right now it seems like you're losing it. Losing it means the game is over. Basically, if you lose two more of these altars, the game is basically over. You need to hold everything perfectly now until the end, unless you can do some crazy captures on OWR, which I mean I've seen them reinforcing. They're so good at reinforcing. It's actually nuts. There's a red line over there, and boom, structure is lost. 1 minute cooldown until generate points. That's you're cooked. You're cooked. You're late. You're bringing way too much marches to whatever this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 marches protecting a carrier from two red marches. That you should not allow that. That's just stupid. Plain stupid. They went over here to the Shrine of War. Meanwhile, you don't even hold your own desert altar. It's bad. It's bad. Strategically, it's bad. You need to be organized here. You need to focus on your own defensive structures, you sure. And you need to attack the altars, which is, I mean, they're not doing it. They're. How often did you see pressure on this altar? I mean, maybe 3 times in the entire match, not more than that. And I dare bet you, I dare bet you, once they get 5 points, they'll get that solar bark ready, and they'll go to one of these altars and absolutely molest the hell out of them. I'm pretty confident about that. I think this match is pretty much over. You cannot farm 4K, so you need to take structures, which I don't see happening. OWR is king in reinforcing this match. They're doing an amazing job. And they capitalized on the early gains of taking literally all eight instant captures, all eight of them, which is um, plus 4,800 points or 4,600. So if they didn't do it, it would have been the score would have been minus 2,300 for OWR and plus 2,300 for 60MX, which means 25.1 against 25 exactly, or 25.12. Then it would be equal because of the arcs. But they shot themselves in the hat at the start. They just lost literally all four altars and two shrines first captures, which is just you cannot allow that as a top team. You cannot. It's nah, bro. Yeah, and this is smart play by OWR. They're just making all those marches blue. Why are they? What? They're just field fighting. They're not even trying to swarm back their structure. They're just chilling in field. Like, okay, I have the structure. We want some kill points. Let's go for the kill points instead of the structure, right? That's how we do it. That's how we play Rock. It's most kingdoms nowadays in the KVK too, right? I don't want to reinforce flags. I don't want to swarm flags. I want to fight field. I want a KP chase. Oh man, energetic. There you go. I bet you Solar Bark soon. And Solar Bark is gonna be the finishing touch because I mean with this structures, it's not gonna work. There will be one more arc though, and yeah, they will need the dark if they want. If they even want to stand a chance, they need a dark. 12.7 to 28K. That's the most difference I've seen in an actually was supposed to be close match. Like I've never seen that much difference. It's just truly insane. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 marches gathering. That one, two, 11, probably 11 marches gathering right now. That is a lot. That's true. There's four only for OWR, but nah, bro, nah, bro. They're moving into mid now. Yeah, I mean, if they move all into mid with all marches, it's just gonna be Solar Bark from mid to there, honestly. It's like, okay, F you, we're going on structures. Bye bye, have a good time. And it's only four skills that Hawks have used so far. MX. Only cheap skills. Whereas like OWR already spent the no march, they already spent to the dead, another five skill, a three skill. I think MX has a full skill bar now. They need no march. They need I think they have the refresh skill. They should be having a refresh skill, but I think they have to the death. No, not to the death. What? What? Wait, that's interesting. Do they have no march even on their lineup? Or the refresh skill? I don't know what they're gonna use, but are they gonna use? I don't know. That's crazy, bro. Hmm. Okay. Right now, I don't see OWR going to structures yet. Like a little bit on the Sky Altar, sure, but nothing really to worry about. It's just some low marches, I guess. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Although the guy will come back probably. Shrine of Life, trying to get rid of it, but I don't think that is gonna be succeed. Nah, that's not gonna succeed. And over here, this desert altar, yeah, that is a bit dangerous because yeah, there you go. There you go. 60MX is getting wiped if they are not careful here. And I think what you will see soon is a solar bark. I feel it. I can sense it everywhere. They're gonna go on structures. Believe me. OWR is gonna finish it on structures, not on mid. They're gonna finish it on structures. With what skill? Reuse skill? Are they gonna try to teleport the arc? Are they gonna, or are they just gonna go structures, as I said? I don't know. OWR versus 60MX. 60MX can't wait. They need to push it now. Yeah, and I told you exactly what I told you. And exactly in the fashion that I told you. Indeed, indeed. This is exactly what I said. They will go from mid to here, secure your desert altar, be able to attack your sky altar until the end of the match. These two structures can't be occupied anymore soon. Soon it's over on these structures. 60 MX. And also, OWR noticed like, okay, this bottom side is stronger. This top side has been struggling. We'll punish this side real bad. They start teleporting now. Look, with a, with all their people, they'll just teleport soon. But 60MX needs to boom attack everything now because they're holding up, waiting until that thing, right? They're all waiting for the building to finish, and they're gonna try to delay the arc. I mean, for now, it looks like MX is cleaning them up. That's good. And there we go. Everyone is gonna be teleporting, and they need to absolutely molest these marches. You know what I mean? There we go. We see one, two, three, four. How much marches are coming? Wait, what? I didn't know. Oh, wait, GT can also teleport? MX can also teleport. That's actually so funny. Here, MX guys teleported too. That's insane, bro. Oh, in that case, they helped MX. Because if these guys cannot teleport, MX can teleport. Yeah, as you can see, MX, there we go. They got a bunch of marches. They can defend their Sky Altar and they can push for the Desert Altar through the teleport thing of the enemy. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And that arc is worth, I believe, 4.5, right? Oh, it's actually worth 5 already. This arc is worth 5K. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Oh boy. We're in for a finale. That's actually insane. Okay, these marches will TP. They are saying, thanks OWR. Thanks OWR for making us able to teleport to your desert altar because we'll have some big pressure on you. Look, there's a march over here coming in. They are trying to fend off this attack, which I mean they succeeded in. This looks good. This looks really, really good for MX all of a sudden because we know they have the gathering advantage. 60 MX, yet they smell weakness. They are behind the whole match. They have been behind the whole match. But right now, they smell that OWR, they made a mistake and they want to capitalize on it right now. And that is exactly what they're doing. This solar bark, I mean, you can use it up actually. There's white marches over here. Maybe just go there. Oh, probably those are from that lane, which is why they're not using it. Oh, that's interesting. They're gonna bring they're gonna bring some people on the top side to the bottom side over here. Try to disrupt the desert altars, the sky altar. That's actually pretty well thought out. I love that move. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually cool. They are trying to swarm down the desert altar, but they're not gonna succeed. We know the capabilities of OWR in reinforcing and they're excelling at that. Ahmad Aziz, there we go. You should reinforce whenever you're ready. Wait a minute, I see a Nevsky. A Nevsky, that is only for swarming, I believe, because for field we run the tests. Nevsky is not good in field. It's good for swarming, that's for sure. Where's Bukhalid using? Feel it. Wait, what? Feel it. Okay, interesting. I think they will be able to keep that Sky Altar, which is good. They are smelling blood. They're like, okay, oh, do we are making a mistake? Now it's our turn. We're gonna hit back because we have the gatherers. Just make sure they don't get hunted because over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the arc is worth 5. They can deliver now. 5k brings you up to 32,000 with 1.5 difference. And I think there is 1.5 difference just on the structures of the gathering alone. That's actually cool. That's actually cool. Because right now, it looks like they already balanced out the map again. It looks like, almost looks like MX was never pushed. Maybe OWR threw it away with the teleport move. Maybe they should have tried to do something else. Try to make it more secure. Try to, well, get back home and then place it here and then try to push the Sky Altar. But they didn't. Difference right now on the board, 2k. And we know there is more gatherers for MX. We just don't know how much more. We know there is more, and 60MX knows they're king in the end game. With the provision, 60MX might actually win. And yeah, if they do, that's an insane comeback. I think they have enough, but I don't know. But 60MX, they're kings in end games. Like 60GT also, they're super good in end games. They lost it in the first stage, but this is the final 15 minutes of the match are gonna decide who's gonna win. And I think MX has good papers here because they have the gatherers. They know, okay, let's neglect that Shrine of War. It will not generate points for that long, right? We're full focusing all the altars now, except for this one. I don't know why they don't focus that one. I guess they don't want to lose their shrine for now. I mean, that's fair, but okay. Let's see. Is that gonna go down? There are some swarmers. Mega. Oh, that's a reinforcement march. Oh, that's for in case they occupy it. He's already ready for when they will take the structure, but I don't think there is enough marches to take that structure. Are there? I don't think so. Points per minute still growing slightly for OWR. And soon we'll see with the delivering of the stuff, we'll see whether or not 60MX has gathered enough or not. We don't know. We will see. I think, yeah, you cannot afford to lose the Sky Altar. I think they have more people over here, anyways. Yeah, there we go. We got Desert Storm over here just to kill off some more units from OWR, trying to prevent them from reinforcing. Oh boy, you're real red. Why is your structure not getting reinforcements, by the way? Ahmad, move, my man. Move into that sky altar, please. Thank you. You cannot afford to lose a single altar right now. Okay, there we go. First gatherers are getting delivered. 1.2k difference and still a lot on the map. They need to deliver everything now. Don't wait too long. If you forget about it, you're cooked. You're gonna get slapped by your bosses. There's only one more gathering march here for OWR. So within 1 minute and 20 seconds, we know the final answer. Who is gonna win this insanely tough first match where 60MX threw it away at the start. Difference right now is 2k. That seems like a lot. 60MX absolutely threw the match away at the start of the game, granting OWR their first occupation score on all 8 important structures, which is something you should never, ever allow as a team. But they did. But did they gather enough to compensate for that? I think no, right? There's 2k diff right now. 1.6, 1.3. Yes, 500. There is enough. Yes, I think, yeah, there's 700 points diff now. MX suddenly ahead 700 points. And I think the deal is sealed. Unless there's a gatherer. There is one gatherer over here for OWR, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think he has 1k points. Holy moly. That was a nut game. And it's not over yet, like 10 seconds. It's only 800 points. But what a giga comeback. Insane comeback for 60MX here, winning by a mere 800 points. GG's. That was a master class. The final 15 minutes, as I explained at the start of this match, there's three phases. First occupation phase, which can give you an early advantage with the first occupation. Then there's the second phase, which is the arcs and balancing out on structures. And then there's the third phase of the match, which is the last 15 minutes, the gathering phase, as I call it. And in that phase, you also have to rely on your structures a lot. You have to calculate a little bit. Can I go for the last arc? Can we hold the structure for long enough? And 60 MX excelled the last 15 minutes. They were behind 8K, but they got back and they won, which is nuts. That was an amazing match. That was truly amazing. 1,000 points. That's nothing. That's nothing. Cool. What a match. And we'll get another match like this. We're gonna eat well. We are gonna eat well. Trust me. Oh, wow. But I think game two will start soon too, right? It's going immediately after. Yeah, 14-15. And yeah, I predicted we might see a 2-1 or a 1-2. So 3 games. It is totally possible. Um, but what a game. What a game. Didn't expect 60 MX to win when I watched the first 15 minutes. I was like, this is gonna be really tough. At OWR, I think they would have won if they didn't place the work thing, the teleporter in mid. They needed to place it at their own home obelisk towards the Skyaltar on the outside lane. That is what they have done before. And it's much more secure, right? You can just go from your obelisk to that area, keep fighting, keep reinforcing, right? But they didn't, which is it's a bummer for them. It's their only mistake, not gonna lie. That's their only mistake in the whole match. They did really well in the rest of the match, but they made one final mistake in the last round, in the last arc, the last 15 minutes, and that's where they lost the match. But yeah, I am really excited for the next round because it can go either way. Um, 60 MX might be more prepared now against the teleport moves that OWR was trying to do. So they're definitely going to keep an eye on those, which is, I guess, good for us. Mm, JST 93, that's going to be insane. Those are going to be insane. I look mostly forward to this one. Hmm, okay. 40 hats. 40 MX cooked. But we will wait for the next round. Um, don't forget to share the stream because next round is going to be even more crazy. And I will try my best to have the best possible commentary, and I will try to explain the stuff going on the screen as best as possible, as good as possible. Let me get my mouse ready because I need a mouse for this. I done everything with my finger on the mouse pad, which is just not working well enough for me. It's a bit hard. Slippery fingers, sweaty fingers. You know? There we go. That's way better. Um, so 5 minutes. We're in for a treat. Man, I loved that match so much. That was actually one of the best matches that I have watched. in terms of comebacks. I've not seen a comeback that insane. Let me get a cookie. I need a cookie to recover from this insane match. League bets. What? 0%? Yo, ain't 0%. Oh, yeah, just one coin. My kingdom. Man, that's wrong. It's 30. It's not 45. It's 31 or 30. Ambitious don't know. All right. 92,000 people did bet on the match. That's quite a lot. And what about this one is 107,000, this one is 92,000, 135,000. That's a lot of accounts, that bet. I'm not so hyped about this match. I think it's NP39 that will win with probably with ease. Beer, I was like, ah, hell no, why not? Why not just put it on beer? I mean, 49 is strong. Don't get me wrong, 49 is really, really strong. But I was like, I can zero the shop anyways. And I think this one is like the most 50-50 match, except for I already said this one's 50-50, and look, I was right. This is 50-50. But this match is also like not 50-50, but I don't know, close to 50-50. I would give 4089 the edge because of their consistency over the last couple of years. Whereas Beer is new, just like OWR, relatively new. They're here for like a few months, but they made insane progress. They beat 7-4-8W and 7-4-8W leader Ming. They told me like, oh, we have easy win this Osiris League. We will win this match with ease. We'll get the trophy. GG, second time champion, right? And I was like, bro, you still have beer 489 in your realm. Those three are not. Those two are not trash. I was like, ah, okay, way too confident. I don't know if that's some Viet trade or not, but that's gonna be such a cool match. 489, I love that team. I truly love their Osiris League team. Like in KVK, they're different, right? But the way they play reminds me of the good old days. 1v. They have actually played 1v in 1021. 1021 versus 1v. That was like the hype era. That was peak, peak Osiris League, in my opinion. I enjoyed that so much. And then, of course, V636 versus OV. The good old times, though, that was just so fun, bro. I miss that. Let's see, can we spectate already? It should be 15 now, right? 5 minutes, then we can go. Once again, it is covered by a third-party platform, which is the live stream from, I guess I don't know what it is. Just go, oh, it's not, usually it's in the corner over here. But right now it's not. Hmm, okay. So yeah, 5 people in the stream. Thanks for staying in. We'll stay a bit longer because 5 minutes, then we can see the next match, and I look forward to it a lot actually. Tomorrow, yeah, we have a preparation phase, right? Inner Blade, Storm of Stratagems, and Hey, HA has the new crystal tag. Okay, okay. New crystal tag. That's cool. Not gonna lie. 200 registered kingdoms max. I think that will go full. I think that will have a full map. Oh, you can see the crystal tag over here. Gold Rush is 15 levels. Holy, what? Whoa, they combined everything into one. Oh, 100%. Okay, cool. And then Call to Arms, 35%. Two, wait, where's one? Oh, it's over here. Oh, 15, 35. You can get lots early on. That's actually cool. I've not taken a look into this recently. I was just chilling, checking this every now and then, checking some videos, but I didn't actually look at it myself. Attack 7.5, defense you get 15%, march speed you get 10%. Oh, that's two actually. There's also one, right? We each play one, 5%, and another five. So 15 march speed, 12.5 attack, 15 defense. And over here you have the runes, the rapid retreat, healing cost, which is good. Hospital capacity, that doesn't matter. That's new. That doesn't really matter. But if you want to take a rally, I guess that's decent. Iron infantry, health, 15%. That's actually cool that they do it. And another 15% march speed. There's a total of 30% march speed. I didn't know there was 30%. 25% extra healing cost reduction. So that's 40% in total. Was it always 40%? Plus your VIP is like 50%. That's crazy, bro. Didn't even know. I never reached that part. Auto help counts. Not sure what that is doing. How you get your full auto helps. I guess that's cool if you're in like a sub alliance for some stuff. Spend informations. Eh, Okay. It reduces the damage your troop receive from infantry units. Yeah, you definitely want the infantry and the cavalry one because archers are trash nowadays in KVK. So yeah, infantry and cavalry. That's gonna be worth it. Those two. The cavs, infantry, siege. Yeah, I mean you can, but archers. Most people are running on the one archer march, so it's not. We're gonna not gonna take that much damage from that single march. All right. Let's tune back in. 55 seconds. Share the stream. Don't forget that. And we will have some fun with this next match. 60 MX versus OWR round two. And I got a feeling maybe OWR will hit back. But they were quite on the edge already. Official live stream says 2 minute 30 for the next match. Oh, they probably included the timer that you are in your own the safe zone, right? I mean, okay, four people in the stream. Okay, let's go. Spectate another match. There we freaking go, bro. Um, okay. Welcome back, everyone, for the second round. 60MX versus OWR. Just like in the Grand Prix, they are gonna do the matches back to back so that we have a winner today and not in like 3 weeks. It's a kind of a bummer because normally that means we can get insane bet profits, right? But In this case, it means that we have less chance of getting the winner right, if that makes sense, right? Because if you already have one match that they absolutely crushed, then you know already okay, they're gonna win, and betting on the underdog again is not gonna be smart. But in this case, it's sometimes like a blind guess because they didn't fight each other yet, right? Now they did, and if I were to bet now, and like OWR would be the mostly underdog with like 100 million coins and 6 with 200 million coins, I will be betting OWR because 1K difference, sure, that's interesting. You want 1K difference is fine. You can do that perfectly fine. So all these people are running the Ottoman civilization over here. I cannot tap I mark. That's interesting. But I can tell you they are running Ottoman, probably with some attack skins over here. Um, 15%, I think, universal. 12%. This is, I think, the defense. No, this is the infantry. This is the infantry skin, right? Or is it the defense? 12%. I forgot already. Yeah, it's the defense one, I guess. Wait, that's a free skin? My guy is using a free skin? A 60 player using a free skin? You mad, bro. And he's also using this is an Osiris League skin, I believe. Most people are running Twilight Falls for the skill damage. Those are probably gonna be the field players, right? They're gonna be the people that are going into mid with the field. And some garrisons will have the defense or health stats, and some swarmers might prefer the attack stats. This is also Osiris League skin. But maybe like these big whales, where are they? Let's see if I can find them. Yeah, this one, for example. They're probably just swarmers. They can swarm down everything. Swarm, swarm players. 228, Josh. Oh, wait, I think it's the ones with these skin. I forgot which skin it was. What the buff does. But these are probably gonna be swarmers. You see, or garrisons, perhaps. I need to find that out. I'm really interested. But what you can see though is that the first thing they send out is archers and infantry because they're the slowest, and they will get overtaken soon anyways by the cabs. So when you are setting your presets 1 to 5, on one you put your archer, then your next slowest, then your next slowest, then your next slowest cab march, and then your quickest cab march, right? You're going from slowest to quickest. So when you send them all out, they will end up like at this area with the same at the same place, right? And over here, it's not that the infantry and archers are that much slower. Like they're going to be slower, sure, because of the march speed, but they got a little head start, right? That's what you do in a Osiris League. Basically, you should do that at KDK too. Uh, but that's some optimizing wheel level gameplay that not a lot of people don't know actually. A lot of people just put their marches in a random order when they have the 5 marches. I see sometimes there's who goes first or the other cab marches first. No, put your slowest first. Main rule. But nowadays, like people can just equalize their march speed anyways on technology. So it's not such a big deal. But yeah, just like general knowledge. All right. Do we see anything interesting so far? I don't, at least. I don't see anything so far that stands out. Not something that it was used against 60 GT, for example. Some sort of teleport move. Don't see it. Hmm. Okay. I hope 60MX made this lane a bit stronger. Mm. Yeah, I was just checking an upload. So sorry for me being silent. Um, let's put it here. I just need to write a quick reply to OmniArc. We used something that I researched about inscriptions and armaments reroll. I made a discovery there, and he used it. All right, all right. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for being distracted. Holy shit! How can OWR already be there? That's pretty cool. OWR has the one player, the disrupting player. They're just disrupting those outposts. And you might think, okay, 30 a minute, not such a big deal. But if you disrupt those three for the whole match, imagine this is 90 a minute for about, yeah, 50 minutes. That is 4,500 points. It's an entire arc, or multiple, not multiple, but a good arc towards the end of the match. Let's put it that way. That you can disrupt. For sure, if you can keep your own running, or if you can get those bringing points for you. If they give you points, you actually gain 120 a minute at their loss of 90 a minute. No, you gain 180 at the loss of 190, right? Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, this is completely different from last time. Last time it was OWR getting the first occupation on all the structures, and right now it looks like MX is like, hell nah, we ain't doing that again. Now we take all the altars. They're all blue, or almost all blue. There's a big presence over here though, so they should be. Oh, no March already. They're saying, okay, you want to play that strategy with us? You want to go for some kind of shitty strategy on the structures? Okay, let's do it. Let's come. Here, there we go. We have no March. Reducing occupation time if we take your altar. We're getting clapped. And here we see the classic banana move, as I explained in one of my videos, I think half a year ago. Once you see there's no one over here not trying to push your desert altar, you can bring your marches around, help your outside lane, and then take that sky altar with that inside lane extra presence over there, which is gonna fall. And that no march, the reason why it's so good, people don't understand it. They don't read the skills properly. First of all, you gain all damage when attacking the structure. You also gain all damage reduction when defending the structure. You gain a one. It will only be it will be a minute shorter if you take a structure from someone uh, unless it's first occupation. The first occupation is 3 minutes, and afterwards the occupations are 2 minutes. So now this one is 2 minutes instead of three, and the regular occupation would be one instead of two, right? And they have all damage on this or damage reduction, which means they can hold that structure for quite a while. 60 MX is saying, okay, you screwed us once, you screwed us once on The authors, you're not gonna do that again. Look at that. This is domination. 4 out of 4 altars. I think they will be able to secure all the instant caps, which is that's actually mean, bro. That's mental. That is mental. And OWR is going for mid. I don't see MX going for mid. I mean, there's some marches, but they're like, okay, let's swap the roles around. You were the one that was going structures last match. We were the ones going mid. Now we play the game in the opposite order, right? And as you can see, first occupation already got 3 of them for 60 MX, and there's just 25 seconds on this building. Kisame again with a Joan. Why are you rallying with the Joan, if I may ask? Joan Nevsky. I have something to tell you, Kisame. I don't think Joan Nevsky is the best rally. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but I don't know if it's that good. Like, yeah, sure, but maybe it's because you buff your field marches a little bit when swarming. Maybe it's because of the double active skills that you can just hammer down skills, I guess. But I mean, they succeed. Too late though, but they succeed. They take the structure, but the damage has already been done. The damage has already been done. It's already 4.6k diff. This is exactly the point that 60 MX was in last match. But now OWR has to turn it around. They absolutely threw the first stage away. And as I explained last match, a match consists of 3 parts. The first part is from the start till about the first arc. That's the first stage of the match. And that is the stage where the first instant capture counts. It's really important, the instant capture on structures. And you do the rotation from your set phase, from the, going to the back to the home city, from the desert altars, of course, to mid, and having that first mid fight, and then retreating, and then going back to, or in which way, whichever way, if it's through that way or if it's through the home cities. That is the first stage. The second stage is when you get almost everyone forwarded or most people forwarded, and you're just trying to equalize on structures or winning on structures and rotating mid every now and then, um, to keep just balance, right? And then the last stage of the match is where where you can make the final difference, which is the last arc, usually, and provisions. And as you saw last match, OWR wins the first stage. MX kind of equalizes in the middle stage. Still, was a bit better, but 60 MX, their last stage on the gathering and the arc and the structures on the last stage was just amazing. They did amazingly well. This is a mistake. Ahuo Garrison. Yeah, sure, sure. I believe that's meta. I mean, they took the first cap, so it doesn't really matter. Almost 6k already. Okay. Yeah, that is not going to be a push for the Sky Altar. That's safe. This arc will go to OWR. Okay, interesting. GT is ready. They have some field, some white marches. They can take that altar for sure. Only one, two, three, four, five marches going to these 10. They're getting cooked, bro. Let me tell you that. Mm, this is what MX should have done last match. Push them out before the arc timer. Okay, sure, there's still this one, but and this March doesn't do anything. But now you need to be careful because what MX will do, bring everything down the desert altar, bring it to a choke point. Here, they'll try to defend this desert altar and try to choke you at your sky altar, try to keep those all the four altars for a long time. Oh, my guy's on a mission. They can't catch the arc. It's too far for that. Okay, interesting choice of trying to get the Shrine of War. I mean, I would have done the same if you're over here anyways already. Usually you go to the desert altar and that desert altar because right now what you see, which I think it's not so good to push them all the way over here. Like yeah, it is, but then you need to get back this way because you have balanced yourself off a lot. Because right now, yeah, you have a big marches here, but right, this is a little problem. There's a lot of marches from 60 hammering down at your desert altar, and you're still chilling here with the marches that were remit 5 minutes ago. You need to kill them off, refresh, or go from here to there, but it's gonna be hard. No march for OWR. I mean, I get the play. I understand. Yeah, I understand. I agree because they want to take this desert altar, and you will see if they take it, which I think they will. There's not a lot of marches support here. It will be a 1 minute cooldown. It will generate points, and we know OWR is good on points. They're actually good on points. They have some 93 resemblance there. They look like a little bit. They're really good on structures. Arc is worth 3 for this one, so the actual difference is only 3,000. Not too bad. Well, it is bad, but I've seen worse, believe me. Over here, Altar looks in healthy shape. I would definitely swarm down some of these swarmers. For sure, the BQs, they need to die ASAP. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna lose that Scholar, but that's fine. It's fine. It's not theirs anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Nice capture on this Desert Altar, though. They catch OWR off guard here. You can compensate a little bit for losing that your own Desert Altar if you take theirs. It's really what we saw in last match, right? We saw that the bottom side was much stronger as the top side. Here you see the top side is much stronger for OWR, and here the MX side is stronger. So yeah, I mean it's hard to swap out members last minute to make it more equal because every single one of these members have trained with their role for weeks. Um, but such a flaw, I would think that they would have noticed earlier, but they didn't. So after this match, we might already have a champion in this realm, and it's gonna be either a 60 GT or 1966th Osiris League win on a different alliance though, but that's doesn't matter. It's their sixth win, or it's gonna be a first Osiris League win for OWR in 2638. And as you can see right now, OWR, they are good at this. They are good at pushing structures normally. But they, just like GT or MX, they lost all the instant captures, which is just bad, bro. Man, I don't know how that is possible. It's such a big difference. I guess it's one focusing more on mid as the others. Okay, I mean this could succeed. If I were MX, this would this would be decently easy to hold. Like there's okay, you need reinforcements. Ah, no. This is hard. This is hard. You need to get in, get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Okay, there we go. That's one. That's two. BQ in there because people don't understand. You can just stuff with anything. Get that CC in there. Is there another HTC over here? Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, it's GG60 defending the target. Meanwhile, hammering down another Desert from OWR. They're doing a great job. They are doing a very great job. And this is a different 60. This is a totally different 60 from what I've seen last match. They're much more confident in structures, it seems. Like they they have big presence. And again, you see those Chos. And Cho is actually so good. Cho is good in this format because of the healing, tankiness, the anti-swarm. It has everything. For sure, if you combine it with Hera, which I think that is what you saw, right? I think it was a Hera secondary. Otherwise, I would be kind of a noob. So I just assumed. Yeah, yeah, okay, it's a Hera. Look how tanky that is against Swarmers. 600,000 AoE. Dang, that is bad. Oh, that's really bad. I mean, reports don't say anything on Osiris League. It doesn't matter. They have infinite troops, these whales. But yeah, that just goes to show you how strong those garrisons are in Osiris League format like that. Wait, I didn't watch the Formula One? Brother, I forgot about that. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Boring race, I guess. Um, 7 minutes until the next arc. So wait, OWR delivered a little bit earlier, I guess. I don't know if that's the play. I don't know. They're not stronger in mid. I mean, they think they are, but they're not. Truly, they're not. With all respect, 60MX just wasn't there in last mid. They were just doing something else somewhere else. And this time they're beating your ass in structures. Look at that. Four structures almost. That's nuts. Crazy, bro. Okay. Interesting. So I need to get I need to get back to my stream because I haven't been watching my stream for quite a while. There might be comments from y'all. It looks like OWR gave up. Uh, maybe, like kinda. On structures, OWR is losing this time, which I mean they were doing a great job last time, but oh well, there we go. We got. Oh, okay, are they actually taking it? Because there's, I mean, these MX players. I know it's cabs, but you should join the structure. If you have a white cab march there and the structure is low red, you need to hop in for sure. Like these archers, get in there, bro. Don't wait. Don't wait. Oh no. Oh no. Joan, Joan, Joan. No. Keep reinforcing. Keep reinforcing. Even though it's a Joan, keep it full. That's a new garrison cap. No, it's not. Ah, get in there. Get in there. They can still. Yeah, they can keep it, even though it's not a captain. Where is the new garrison? Bro, where? There we go. Erwin, 1 minute. And is there a new push? There's not. Okay. So, next mid. If OWR wins this mid, they're back in the game. But we know 60, they're not stupid. 60 know how to fight mid. They have been dominating mids since they started their Osiris League adventures in season five, five, six, seven, eight. No, in season four. Yeah, they won Osiris League season four, five, six, seven, and eight. And now with 60 MX, they can also win Osiris League season nine, which means six titles in a row, albeit in different alliances. That is possible. But let's see. For now, though, it looks good. It looks good. They have control. They have a little bit of a better spot here at the temple. Ideally, you want to be a little bit in front so that your enemy has to march a bit further, which means if you need to march during a fight, you're not generating rage for a while. You are generating rage, but you cannot cast your active skills, while your enemies are casting active skills on you, which is exactly the reason why in a ball you want to swap targets to the most nearby targets. People are saying, yes, you should always target huge, always targets BQ. Sure, that's true. But if there is no huge or BQ close, you just target the closest march. Doesn't matter whatever it is, you target the closest march. And you see a lot of BQs over here, a lot of CPOs, a lot of UOs, a lot of Hermans. Because Herman has the march speed, a lot of Arthurs, some Arthurs too. Those are probably from like 3 cab lineups. But I see. Sometimes you see two. Is there Ragnars in here? CPO, CPO. Yeah, they're running two, two, one, I guess. One archer, two cabs, two infantries. We've seen Osiris leagues where people run 4 cabs and one infantry, or 3 cabs, one archer, one infantry. And we see this approach is also pretty similar, right? More Jones in the field, it seems like. I think in a year from now, it will look totally different. Let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. The fight is gonna start. We got Dust Up for 60 MX. We got Desert Storm for 60 MX, trying to damage some of those players and preventing them from using sneaky tactics. There is some damage already being done right now. You need to activate. There we go. To the death for OWR. They're looking to delay this no, yeah, to delay the arc if they win. I see a lot of people with bad engagement over here, not still in battle. That is really, really bad. Let's see. To the death does do a lot of damage, so we will see who will be the eventual winner. There is also Desert Storm here for OWR, but I think it's a little bit late. You want to do it a little bit earlier in general. But let's see who is winning this interesting fight. There was 3 skills on the board for 60 MX. There was Heaven's Grace, which gives you healing. There was the Desert Storm, which gives you damage to the enemy. And there was Dust Up, which gives you vision and Dust Up. And it looks like it's going pretty much equal, right? Okay. Okay, we're up for an interesting fight. Although I think I see more blue. I think I see more blue. There are some blue marches that are still white over here. I don't see a lot of white marches for red, even though this battle might last long. And if the battle lasts long, that is something that 60 MX actually prefers in this case, because that means that they can focus earlier on structures. That where they normally lose, right? And if they can take this arc, which I think will go to red actually, right? Is it more red or is it more blue? I don't know. It goes down to the wire though. Oh boy, this is close. Look at that. Look at that. capture the arc, MX. But oh, there's a YBQ. That thing deals a frick ton of damage right now. That thing is juicing up. Yeah, I think that BQ and there is some other yellow marches like the Joan, CPO still yellow. That they are wrecking now the final red marches. I th- oh no, wait, never mind. There's more red marches now. Who was actually winning this? Kisama, you will drop the arc. I think OWR wins this mid fight. There's not a lot of blue. One, two, three, four, five blue. That's not enough. Yeah, there is more red. Okay, interesting. But 60, what they can do now, delay a little bit. No, 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 no. I swear. Ah, I'm gonna crash out. I am actually gonna crash out. I have explained so freaking often that you should not freaking engage through mid. You should, if you want to take the arc or delay the arc, you go through the outside because you have more control over the structure over here. You can protect your own altar. You can push at the enemy desert altar over here if it proves to be too far. Because right now you're chasing, but what if this thing is too quick? You wasted, congrats, you wasted 2 minutes. Instead of that, you should have, you should be able to capture those desert altars. Plus, it also means that this is a last resort option. It means that, okay, oh, well, it's actually doing good. They're actually doing good now. It means that you are gonna give away the alternative, the push, what is it called? The counterattack, I would say. Normally, after losing mate, you go back, take the structures, and then do whatever, right? You can try to take the arc, which generally doesn't happen. But what you also often see, yeah, it's just take the desert altar, right? Take back desert altar, defend desert altar over here. But right now you're saying, okay, we are gonna go for the arc. We're not gonna push pressure on that desert altar. Meanwhile, OWR is pushing pressure on the sky altar from uh, MX, but yeah, OWR has a problem. They are gonna lose this arc this way because they didn't put enough marches to mid. And there is marches coming now. They realized, oh yeah, there is no counterattack over here from 60 MX, which is again, that's the point that I made earlier. If you want to be the top dog in this Osiris League format, you need to have one skill, which is adaptive ability. You need to be able to adapt very, very fast as a team leader. You need to be able to call out when the enemy is pushing on structures. You need to see it immediately. When the enemy is doing something, you need to see it immediately and immediately tell your players, okay, I need this, that, and that player to do something else. You're going to the desert altar, for example. We have more than enough marches in this area. You, well, essentially, you want to always have like maybe 10% more marches in any fighting area. That's when you're going to succeed. If you have less marches, you're not going to succeed. If you have equal marches, that's what usually happens in mids sometimes nowadays. That means you can delay. It's much easier to delay arcs with sneaky tactics, for example, or with other strategies. Sneaky tactics is usually not when the marches are 50-50. Usually you only have 30 marches. So there we go, arc to MX, and I think if they manage to secure that arc, it's a done deal. OWR screwed up by going back to the structures immediately. They should have been like, okay, hold on, hold on. We see that MX is coming over here. Our carrier is quite alone, some red marches nearby. We need to react. We need to react. And they see it now, but now it's too late. Now it's too late because 60 MX knows, okay, okay, we can delay that. We can delay. Meanwhile, we have this mother freaker. We have the swarmers over here. Thank for your altar. We got free altar over here. We can defend this one, and soon we'll have a little push on this desert altar. We'll have some fun. There we go, another march that can enter that rally. Wait, where's the white? Why is there white numbers? And now it's 60 MX taking the arc. Meanwhile, they're also sludging the championship trophy right now. Seems like if they deliver this arc, it's over. If they keep it arc, they don't need to deliver. They just If they keep that arc at their obelisk until the end of the cooldown, wait, that means there's still another arc. Oh, it dropped. That's actually good because it resets. The longer it takes, the more 60 is gonna think like, okay, we love this. Keep delaying, keep delaying. That's totally fine because we are doing better on gathering, I guess. Oh, it seems pretty much equal. And on structures, we did good. We did good so far. They feel confident in the structures. So you see, okay, let's just delay the arc a little bit. 13 minutes means there's 11 minutes after they deliver this next arc, which means there is one more arc, but that arc is gonna get delayed probably. There's like 4 minutes for that arc, which means 60MX doesn't need to go all in. They can, but they don't need to do it. They can also take the structures perfectly fine. They're not in a spot that they should worry right now. You should just take this arc, take it somewhere safe. Losing it is actually fine, unlike losing the or letting it reset. Because the timer, oh wait, the timer doesn't reset? I swear it did. It used to. Okay, not anymore, I guess. Yeah, now those players overpushed. OWR overpushed a little bit. They got these marches over here. Nope. Should not have been here. Should have been at the desert altar. Oh man, OWR, you took your chance. You took it very well. You won that mid fight from 60, which is an accomplishment in itself. But then you didn't finish it off. It's like, yeah, you put the poison on a deadly arrow, and then you swap the arrow out with another one, and then shot with a dummy arrow. Yeah, I mean, that's a bad comparison. But when you have the chance to finish your enemy, don't have mercy. Finish it off. Like one big hit, boom. Don't make mistakes in the final few moments of the critical phase in a match like this. And I guess 60MX has a bit more of a championship mentality, which is what you see right now. There's someone going for the carrier over here. I mean, you can reset it, and 60 is like, okay, sure, that's fine. We'll just pick it up again. We'll reset the timer, right? I mean, we'll still be 11 minutes. Yeah, it's still saying the same timer, but it's fine. It's fine. Actually, it's fine. 11 minutes. There were one arc, but that one arc, if you just delay it a little bit, so good. Did we see no march? Yeah. Time warp, no march. So OWR, yeah, they need to hit back on structure now, which is gonna be hard given that 60MX is just gonna delay this arc probably. I think they're just gonna delay it and wait till the end of the match and then delay the arc. So they are forcing OWR now to play structures with them. They're forcing OWR, okay, well, if you want to win, sure, but you need to get 4K points, 5K points on structures to compensate for your arc. And that's kind of the thing that OWR wanted to do with winning this arc, but they threw it away. They could have won this match too, but they threw it away, which is just don't make these mistakes in the finals. You can make them in the group stage, it's completely fine. You can make them in regular arc, but not in the finals. In the finals, you need to play perfectly. And I know, I mean, you human errors exist, right? Attila Garrison, yeah, be careful there. Be careful. Like, I know it's something, but not in arc. I hope there is a Garrison ready. Oh, they are doing a great job on this, by the way. 500, I mean, a difference. Although I think MX is gonna try to take back the structures ASAP, try to prevent that damage being done. But it will take a while still. Like first they have to breach through this ball, and then they have to breach through this ball and sparm both the altars back, which is not easy. Can take a minute. This one can take a minute. That one can take 2, 3 minutes. Can take forever. We don't know. We don't know yet. Points are back to pretty much equal. But this thing is the difference. And in about 5 minutes or like 8, 9 minutes is when we have the last phase of this match, which is the gathering phase. And that phase also includes the last arc. Um, and in this case, I think 60 just wants to delay it. Would make the most sense to me if they were trying that. What I don't get though is that they're not swarming yet. I mean, dude, what are you doing? I mean, you're waiting for the rally. Sure, 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 sure. That makes sense. Then you should swarm now. Every second counts. Every second counts. Hey. Uh-oh. Whoa, mummer, get in there. What are you waiting for? Brother. Dude, mummer, wakey, wakey. Mummer? Okay. Uh, yeah, and then you leave. Stupid as. Okay, that was not so super smart. That was not super smart. Okay, the difference is still 400 a minute. They managed to get a little bit back on those structures, but we know like provision 60 is good with provisions. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so provisions are equal. It's all about the structures now. Let's see. Can OWR push through? I hope for another one of these matches that is gonna end with like less than 1,000 points difference. That would be so awesome to see. But for now, yeah, 1K. The difference visually or realistically, 3K, 3.5 for the next arc. Difference here is 1K. So you need to reduce that with 3.5 minus 1 is 2.5K difference right now in favor of 60. Um, and in 17 minutes, that is possible to get that back on structures. It's actually doable. But 60 is, yeah, this is bad. They are taking your altars. That is a problem. Doesn't generate points yet. 605. For how long will that work, by the way? When is Nomar's gonna run out? 22. Oh yeah, any second now for 3 seconds. There we go. Escorted the Ark already. Okay, cool. That's interesting. Okay, so they want to make an early end to this match. They're saying, okay, winner takes it all. Winner takes it all here. Whoever wins the next arc wins the match. Even though 60MX could neglect this arc and then take all the structures with reuse skill, no marking. That is what they could do. But it's a risk. It's a risk. I don't know if you're willing to take that risk. If you just take the arc, doesn't matter if you lose the structures, you will win. Because it's worth 4.5 or 4K. And 4K with already a 2K established gap it's enough. It's enough. It's enough to seal the deal. And 2K OWR, if they want to win this match, they need to close that 2K gap. They need to win the next arc. Well, they don't need to close the gap actually. They just need to win the next arc. OWR needs the next arc. Otherwise, it's over. They cannot win on structures. That's not possible. They already used the reuse skill. They already used no march. They do have to the death for next mid, which is something we have to take into account because to the death is quite strong, and that is what we saw last time. I honestly don't know why 60MX delivered the arc already. I think if you think about it logically, if they follow my way of thoughts, they are they probably have a reuse skill on their bar over here, and then they can reuse the no march again and go all in on structures. It's risky, but I guess they're willing to take that risk since they know that OWR can reuse to the death. Yeah, they can reuse to the death. And last time with To the Death, it was actually 60MX who lost initial mid. Difference, it's closing in slowly, slowly. But there you go. OWR is gonna lose that structure over here. It seems like it balanced out a little bit. Although this Sky Alter, it took, or this Shrine of Ra, I mean, it took 2 minutes. 2 minutes is quite a long time for a shrine. Usually it's only 1 million reinforcement maximum. It's pretty easy to take back. But yeah, they wait very long. That's yeah, 2 minutes, 3 points. There you go, bro. Lost mid. Yeah, 60 is going for mid. Uh I wouldn't be going for mid. I would be going for structures since you know that OWR is gonna reuse their to the death. They simply are. We already know they are. Um yeah, after this match we'll immediately log into Beer versus 489. That match is going on right now as we speak. But this is an exciting finale as well. Because if OWR wins this arc, it is far from over. We get another finale that can go either side, really, because that means the difference is only 1.5k in favor of OWR at that time if they win this mid. On 1.5k, it's not easy to take that back. But what they did, oh, they did it. No, never mind, never mind. I didn't say anything. They are hunting the farmers though, which is, I mean, makes sense in some way, trying to reduce the farming points a little bit so they know, okay, we have to win this mid. We have to win this mid. If they don't win this mid, it is over. Whoever wins this mid has a high chance of winning the game. OWR, I wouldn't say it would be secured yet, but if they don't make mistakes afterwards, I I would say they would win. Oh wait, huh? The score just jumped up suddenly. Someone probably delivered their stuff already. Yeah, provisions, as you can see, 1,000 already. Interesting. All in on mid. Okay, they are trying for this desert author though. Yeah, that's not gonna succeed. Let's see, let's see. The longer it takes, the more 60MX is gonna like it. Unless OWR wins, then it's gonna be problematic for 60. Okay, okay. We will see to the death. We will for sure see to the death for OWR once again. I guess in combination with Desert Storm or with Dust Up, for example. Maybe with Sneaky Tactics if they have it on the bar. I don't know. But for sure to the death. I am very good, very confident that they will reuse their to the death once again because they already used the reuse skill. We see Desert Storm for 60MX trying to do some damage already at the start of the game, which is, I mean, quite smart. It means it is basically an all damage bonus and a damage reduction that you apply to your enemy already. Reason why is with less units, your units deal more damage to less units. That's always the case. And you take less damage from people with more units. So it's actually sort of a buff, a buff and a debuff at the same time. Yeah, they delivered their gatherers already. Some of them. It's 2 point. Oh, same goes for OWR by the way. They just delivered some of it. Final showdown. Who is gonna win this mid fight? Is it gonna be OWR with I think to the death soon, or is it gonna be 60MX? I don't know what they have what they have on their bar. I guess it is once again Heaven's Grace and Dust Up, or perhaps it is to the death and maybe Dust Up too. I don't know, man. I don't know. We have to say. Oh no, not Dust Up. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Now 10 minutes cooldown, right? It should be ready now. They are going all the way back. That is interesting. They want to delay this fight. They need a bit more of these players into the ball. We have Dust Up for, I think that was yeah, to the death for OWR. We have Dust Up. And what else do we have? Heaven's Grace, as predicted. There we go. The final few minutes of the match. This will decide the game. Here we go. Lots of marches. Who will go set phase first? To the death is the stronger skill here, but 60 MX is very, very, very good at mid fights. That is what we know. There is a few marches coming from the back, but a lot of set phases from OWR, and I don't see the same set phase train for 60 MX. Does that mean that this match is over for OWR? They gave it their everything in this match already, in the last match too. They really tried to contest for this title, but I think perhaps 60 MX was one step too far. They came close, but yes, it is over. 60 MX wins this arc mid-fight. They just have to bring it home, and then the deal is sealed. It is over. 60 is victorious once again and are on their way to win their sixth consecutive Osiris League title with their kingdom. For now, I am fairly confident in the outcome of this, so we will take a look at 489 versus Beer because that battle is going to be exciting as well. It's one of those matches that I said 50-52 as well. What? Why did someone log into my device? I am literally streaming right now. Who the shit is logging in? That's actually bad. That's actually really bad. I don't know who the hell that was, but that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That is really crazy. I mean, bummer for them, but they can't log in anymore. Bro, I know, freak, bro. I'm live streaming. This match is over. All right, all right. Dude, why logging in on my... Okay, dude. Okay. Bro, shut up. Don't log into my freaking account, bro. I'm live. Wait, this is supposed to be now, right? Dude, am I mid? Huh? Beer versus 489. There we go. Okay, for now, it seems like. What can we analyze here? Energetic for both teams. Nothing suspicious anywhere. Check, check, double check. Oh, whoa, this is a really big presence from Beer on the shrine. That's interesting. Okay, that's some sort of strategy I don't understand. Probably also explains why this is a very, very easy fight for 489. Seems like the structures are pretty balanced for now. This team will try to take down the Shrine of War with that team. Oh, there we go. This is the classic banana move, as explained. The banana move. They're going for it. They are going for it. The banana move involves you going from the desert altar to the sky altar and assisting basically your outside lane team. And these peeps are all from those are these guys, right? And they need to sad phase ASAP to get back to mid. And the cool thing about BR versus 489 is they have a really similar style of fighting. They are both, I think they were both fighting on structures mostly. Really, really fast with swapping strategies, swapping from mid to a new game style, a new to adapt, also to adapt. They're really fast with adapting from, let's say, mid to going on structures, but also if they see, okay, enemy has 40 marches mid, we'll bring 45. Okay, send the rest to other structures. That's what they excel at, for real. They do very well in that part of the game. What do we see in terms of combinations? Those are pretty much similar to what we've seen in the last run. So, okay, we see. Why is there Shajars? We see a Shajar. That's interesting. Um, didn't know that was meta.
Okay, we see Archers. Those it's a bit more Archer focus, I guess. That's interesting. That's just one player probably. Maybe he doesn't have a yeah, maybe he doesn't have the other required marches. That's a possibility. For now, this looks pretty good for 89. They will be able to hold the structures, and I think this is a big push. There is a rally. It's a pincer rally. I don't like the pincer rallies in this game mode. I think you need Arch to make it more anti-swarm. Yeah, although like pincer will just get you insane damage output for your target, but you can get clapped down quite easily. As you can see right now, you see that rally is going down so fast. Also, just because of that pincer formation. Um, there we go. 5-4-3. We got the first caps, nothing irregular. We saw a lot of irregularity in the other matches, or match 60 GT versus for 60 GT versus OWR, right? We saw that both of these teams lost their all of their buildings on the instant capture, which I mean shouldn't happen in the finales. Shouldn't happen. Here you see it's really balanced. You see there's a blue line over here, red line over here. Maybe structures go back and forth a little bit, but not first captures. First captures, I think Beer got one first capture from. Oh no, this is a 3 minute. No, this is not first capture yet. So yeah, the points are pretty much equal. I think a little bit in favor of 489 once that thing gets the first capture. It's worth 400, right? So, nah, okay, they will be like 10, 20 points behind. So we will have a first mid. Let's see real fast. Let's see how those other two teams are doing. If we can already conclude a little bit there. Really interesting. This seems like it's over, right? Let's see. 60MX champions, question mark. Yeah, they are. Yeah, this is over. 60MX becomes the new champion. Osiris League, go to spectate. Anubis, we see JST versus 93. Actually, yeah, it's similar too. Nothing strange on first captures. They got already dust up ready, which is quite early in my opinion, but maybe they just used it a minute ago. Okay, interesting. Doesn't seem like there's that much marches there. Yeah, JST is going on structures, it seems like. Look, there's structures here. Mars is here, ready to go around the mountain to push to the sky after. That's interesting. Let's keep an eye on that. How they do in that mid. I don't think JST will win the mid. 93 is quite strong there. Beer, we already saw this. That match is just not starting or something. Ah, yeah. I told you this is a safe bet. To all the people who were saying E has a good chance there, I said nah. Hell nah. Hell. Nah. That's a free bet. So that means 1 million RX for me on one account. Let's go back to Beard versus 489 because this is the match that I looked forward to the most. Let's see. There is 49 with what was the point? We had to the death already for beer. We have what is it? Scale, Desert Storm for beer. We have three skills for 489. Seems like I see a lot of blue in here, but I might be wrong. I don't see sad faces. Oh, there we go. Who is spewing out the most sad faces? I think there is a lot of sad faces for 489. Does that mean his art goes to beer? I don't know. They're all in the core though. They are taking a lot of AoE here from 489. But I think this stream of sad faces from 489, you cannot hold that for very, very long. They need, yeah, okay, this is pretty much over, I guess. There's a lot of, look at that. It's all yellow and white march is still for red. They are so strong in mid. That's unbelievable. Holy, that is GG's, bro. There's some blues, but they got wiped. I've never seen 489 get wiped that bad in the Osiris League field. Holy moly. But that means they have to focus on the structures now because this is madness. Holy shoinks. That's actually nuts. Beer is also strong. We know that. We already knew it from the start. Like 50-50 match, right? Alrighty. Lost control of the arc. Okay. And beer, they're using the classical four tentacle approach of mid. And that is that you have four teams grouping up, one to the Shrine of War, one to the Desert Altar, one to the Shrine of War, one to the Desert Altar. And these here are to push, and that means that Freudian has to react there, which means you can delay a little bit. You can delay their counter attack a little bit under your Desert Altar and your Shrine, or perhaps Sky Altar, by just putting the pressure there. They have to wait. As you can see over here, they have to wait. They cannot push Shrine of War. They have to wait. Just as these guys, they have to wait with pushing to the Desert Altar. But they wiped 489 on mid. That's scary. Really scary. Okay. Let's control the arc. Oh, is it a faster march or something? Cap march. Yeah, I guess faster march. Okay. Beer is a nice team. Those two teams are my favorite teams, actually. 489 is slowly trying to make up for their losses on on that arc, right? They're trying to take back all the structures, the Sky Altars, the Desert Altars, which until now it seems like they are not succeeding in. We got a reserve cat. Oh no, that one died. I mean, this should fall soon, right? There we go. That is critical. You need to make the gap to like 2K. You're still behind them, but it's not as bad. You can compensate for it. Farmers, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Equal farmers for now. Desert Altar, will it fall? I don't think so. There is enough presence for beer over here, so they should be safe. They keep, what are they doing there? They keep losing the art. Okay, weird strategy. Maybe they want their gear on another march or something. What? 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 What is going on, bro? Did someone kick me out again? That's crazy, bro. I keep getting kicked out of my screen. That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy, bro. Come on. Okay, then let's see, JST. What? Big Whopper? What? Wait. What? What the frick? JST is 2.7K ahead? JST is ahead of 93. I mean, 93 is putting big pressure on the structures, but JST is back, baby. Holy moly. That's actually insane.
2.6K. That's doable. I mean, Arc. Oh wait, huh? No, huh? Already at 9K without arcs? How did that happen? Oh, I see. I was like, oh, did they win the arc from 93? That's crazy. But okay, this is equal. Never mind. Yeah, 93 is actually ahead here. I was wondering, like, what the frick is going on there for JST? Let's go back to 489 versus BR because this match is, yeah, that's over. He is trash. I don't know why they streamed that, but it's trash. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong, but 39 is just on another level. On another level for real. Um, I mean, you see 489 is putting in our work, but it's going so slow. Like one altar at a time, flip, and they lose it pretty fast, relatively fast. Where another altar, I mean, they need to push the field first, which I think is gonna be hard. Hey, by the way, thanks for the donation. I think I wasn't on my stream because I have 2% on my phone. But I see donations coming in. That's awesome. Thank you a bunch, bro. Not you this time. It's not you. Arjun, how are you doing, brother? I have to just 2% on my phone to read the chat, but 3263 is the best kingdom. It is indeed, bro. It is indeed. I still need to work on the music stuff. I was busy all week, so couldn't do it. 489, your past kingdom is doing a really good job on the structures, by the way, Arjun. It's just they're doing a crazy job on the swarming of structures. There we go. There is a rally coming in. I don't know why you would use siege in this in this format. That's just crazy to me. Siege is dude. Wait, what's going on? Okay, they want to fend off the attack over here, or the guys that are gonna bring the swarmers in danger. They are using the banana move though, as I explained. They're moving some of this inside lane team to the outside. I feel like it's better. I hope they can flip that altar because it would mean that I think if they flip it, which they do or don't, they don't, they do, they don't. It's red, it's yellow, it's red, it's red. No, bro, come swarm, freaking swarm the structure, bro. What are you doing? Don't go fight field. I mean, now that's a field push, but they should have taken that altar. You never know. This altar might have been the deciding factor. You never know if it was this decisive factor or not. If it was, you're gonna be mad that you didn't win it because you were fighting in the field. It is low red though. I can hardly see the health, but I think it will flip or won't it? Look how low that structure is. It's one tiny inch. And will it flip? Will it flip? Will it flip? Come on. No, it's still red. How long can this thing go? Why are these people fighting field? Come on, jump in the rally, jump in, swarm. There is still a spot over here free. Come on, how long can it take? Such a low, see how low. Come on. There we go, finally. Yes, yes. Oh, freaking finally. Took an eternity. Okay, now there is a nah, Herman Garrison. Bro. No. Bring that hero back ASAP. Come on. Captain the hero. Ah, shit, man. You messed up real bad there. The hero is gonna die of AoE. Oh, that sucks. That sucks as. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. Nothing you could do about it. Yeah, you've been in 2489, right? I think you have been there with for and all of them. All right. All right, all right, all right. Difference 2.3. Arc is worth 3. So actual difference is like 600 points. That is doable. Points per minute in favor of 49 still. Oh, they delivered the arc. Mikey, get your tech woods. Thank you, brother. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna get some tech on YT account. I think that would be a good decision. Not gonna lie, that would be good. It would be really good because then it's much easier to get points. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It's appreciated. So difference indeed 700 points, but there is pressure here on this desert. Oh wait, what? 489 lost their altar? That's bad. That's bad. What about this one though? It might flip. It might flip. You never know. All right, all right, all right. I gotta share this thing, and then I gotta maybe change the title a little bit because my title is wrong. Is wrong. All right, that was a failed push for 49. They got back their altar over here. They fended off on attack, and I think there will be one more cycle until the next mid fight. But Beer has been wiping out 489 in mid. Maybe it's the combination that's so good with to the death and what is it, Desert Storm? I don't know, but that has been really, really, really strong. Let's see how they're doing this next phase of the match. Beer is ahead, but we don't know for how long. All right, so that means that where are we at now? Six, seven difference, 700. But points are yeah almost equal. 489 needs more structures because in this space they'll lose this match. They're getting outperformed in mid. Ja, ik wilde wel deze week doen, maar ik heb deze week helemaal druk geweest. Ik heb belijdenis gehad, ik heb heel veel gewerkt, ik heb een feestje gehad gisteravond dat ik niet kon afzeggen. Ik heb familiedag gehad. Maar volgende week wil ik dat zeker wel regelen. Dat ready heb. Daar moet ik even een woordje over hebben. Die heeft ook druk gehad. Maar dan wordt de volgende week wordt wat rustiger. Dus dan wil ik dat we ready hebben. Zeker voor de Grand Prix die eraan komt. Dan we het voor elkaar. Sorry for that. It's just Dutch to communicate with one of the friends of mine. I have 1% on my phone, so I can't read the chat anymore. That is quite a bummer. I need to get my other phone, I guess. But it's down the stairs, so I cannot read the chat anymore. That is a little bit of a bummer. Or I get it to like 5% and read the chat afterwards. I'll be gone for like a minute, I guess. What is happening here? Sky Altar. Look, these margins are not dangerous. They are not dangerous anymore. They're red, not dealing a lot of damage anymore. Over here, same story, I think, for beer. Yeah, same story. I mean, this guy is he's actually decently wide. This guy is wide, but rest is low. Should be easy to reinforce. Beer is just also incredibly strong in structures, so you have to outperform them in mid, which I mean, last mid, they were behind so much against Beer. 489 was not winning mid, not even close. Okay. Yeah, I just got my phone and the charger. Um, let's see. Because this match is far from over. 900 points difference with another arc. I hope that 489 can win this arc. But Beer was so strong last time. Let's see, before they have mid, let's see how um, JST is doing. It's 2K behind. It's not looking too bright. That's not looking good for JST. Because 9-3 is also gathering always. A lot of points gathering. I don't know. They need to take more alters, which is hard against 93. 93 is not weak. Far from weak. They're an insanely strong team. Oh, they do have this skill right now running. So that means perhaps they won't have enough skills for mid, although it was 5 minutes ago. Nah, they will. There's energetics too. Let's see, but I'll go back to Beer because Beer was about to have a mid fight with 489. I want to see that. Okay, there we go. 489 in blue versus Beer in red. The points are 900, the difference. To the death has already been used for Beer, so they will need to come up with something else to compensate for um, to the death, which I guess is Desert Storm plus Heaven's Grace or something, or what else could it be? Like Heaven's Grace is pretty good. You get the healing, you get extra units basically. Maybe you can run Dust Up, Dust Up for 489. Are they looking to a Desert Storm as predicted, right? But do they have a Rio scale or what are they gonna run second to it? Like usually you run multiple skills, right? But 489 still missing a lot of marches here. That's really, 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 really bad. You want to have those in the ball ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. The longer it takes, the better it's gonna be for 489 here. Because there's not, yeah, okay, there's a couple over here, but I mean, Beer has more marches right now. This is this is it. This is it. Whoever wins this match or this arc has a good chance of winning the entire match. To the death for 489. There we go. So we got Dust Up and To the Death. That should be a very decently combination. We have Beer, and they use Time Warp and To the Death once again. So two times To the Death for Beer, and we know how strong they are with To the Death. They were insanely strong with To the Death last time. So let's see who gets the Sad Face train. I see a bunch already for 489, but also a bunch for Beer. This one is much closer as the last one. And Beer or 489 has the tactical advantage on area. There is the set phases coming in for 489. Beer is definitely winning this one, but they need to get closer to the structure because in 30 seconds, 489 can take back the arc. And there you see the stream of sad faces. Holy, that's insane. 489 will need to manage to get the front part of the ball, to get it wiped out so that they can take that arc, keep it running. But my goodness, Beer is so strong in mid. It's actually insane. They already managed to get back so far. 6 seconds until the arc spawns, but they were already at the center, so they cannot do it. And it seems like they play the center style. They really like to be in the center, surrounded by marches. I'm not sure how that works, but I mean they know better than I do. And okay, yeah, Bluebird lost the arc. I think it's GG's. The points diff is 500. Arc is worth 4 and they're gonna try to delay this arc, or maybe they want to go another arc. But this is bad. This is really bad because if they are equal on buffs, then Beer is way stronger. 489 cannot win mid. 489 cannot win mid, and that hurts. That hurts a lot because look how. Wow, they are already at the Sky Altar, ready to defend against a push that is not even there yet. 489, ready to push on the desert altar, trying to defend against the forward spiral the from Beer, right? And Beer, it's 300 points plus the arc, which is worth, I think, 3.5, I guess. 3.5, yeah. Actual difference means 4k points right now in 24 minutes. That's simply gonna be very, very hard to make up for. 40 minutes subtract from 24 makes 10 minutes left, minus 7.5 for the next arc to spawn, or 8, I think. Which means if they fully delay it, there will be only 2 minutes to win that arc, which is not enough. 489 needs to take control of all the structures in the coming few 24 minutes. They need to take control of all the structures. Otherwise, it's not going to be possible to take this championship back from Beer. We know that they are excelling in structure, but Beer is so, so good and massively underrated team. They have clapped every single team left and right so far, including 748W. And 748W is not a weak team either. They're a very underrated team. Why didn't I bet my coins on Beer today? It seems like Beer was an amazing bet. And there we go. There is a push on the desert altar. 489 should not lose this altar. That is not in the word book. You should not allow to lose that. All right, all right, all right. This one seems secure. The Sky Altar seems secure. This one, there is a push for it, but I think Beer did already think that 489 was gonna push there, which means like they already sent their field out there. They already got the field here 2 minutes ago, waiting for this push to happen, and it happens too late for 489. I think 489 won't be able to take that Sky Altar unless something crazy happens, because there's a lot of reinforcements nearby. This guy is just chilling over here. There's more marches over here waiting to reinforce Beer. And it's absolutely sucks for 489 because they need to take control of the structures. Over here, they are swarming this desert altar. They are furious of losing that arc. But the difference right now, on paper, it's 3.5 thousand points. And 3.5 thousand points in 22 minutes. That's gonna be really, really hard. You need to gather like a maniac and win the structures like crazy. Which, I mean, against Beer is hard. Against Beer, it's really hard. Because beer reinforces so, so well. Look at the way they reinforce the structures from far, from nearby, from swarming. They can keep that thing full, even though there is a full 10, 12 marches swarm from 489. Although, there we go. Does it flip? Does it flip? It's still red. It's still hanging in there. We see more reinforcing marches coming in. And still, the structure doesn't flip. If Beer can hold this together, it would be insane. This is one of the best defenses in the history, but will it flip? Will it flip? No, it's still not flipping. This is an insane defense, and it's going up. It's going up. The health is skyrocketing again. This is one of the best defensive masterclasses that I've seen in maybe my entire Osiris League history. That's actually insane. And it was so close. You didn't even see the red bar anymore. And they're still keeping it up. 489 is getting wiped. And Beer wins this altar. Even though there is a big, big push coming from 489 once again, they smell blood because they can just refresh. But Beer can refresh faster. They're closer to their obelisk here. Oh, there was something happening at the obelisk over here, but it's not a big deal anymore since all the teleport spots are already being used. But yeah, you see, 49 can't get through. It's a blockade. They are equal in structures. And when you lose mid that hard, you cannot compensate for anything because you don't, if you bring marches together, you're gonna lose in structures. So it's a stalemate, but look at that. It's red. It's red for 3, 4 minutes. They have been fighting the whole time at that structure, swarming everything down, but Beer's reinforcement is just on point. It's actually so good. It's like remember the old good days of 1v. It's what they're showing the resemblance to 1v right now. Although this is low, this is low. Is it gonna fall anyways? No, it's not. Reinforcements in and out, and there's more reinforcements coming over here. What a masterclass in defending from Bear. That was one of the most insane defense I've basically ever seen in whole Osiris League.
489 take obelisk. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Look, doesn't really doesn't do anything. But that's just insane. I want to see the report on that garrison. 4 minutes fight, well, 3 minutes. That is crazy because look how low it was over here. It was like less than 100k. And the report, yeah, I mean, report doesn't really matter in Osiris League, but dude, that was close. And they're doing what they need to do because the difference is 3.5k on paper because of their arc. And there's some people gathering over here, there's some people gathering over here, but that's not enough. There's not enough people for 489 to compensate for that arc. And Beer knows that. Beer knows that they just have to hold the structures versus 489. They can have one or two flips on their structures. That's fine. 3 to 4 would be kind of dangerous. So that's where they're at. So they oh, there is 489 again. 489 didn't let that slide. They came with another big push. There's Beer with another rally. That's a rally for this structure, but that's not gonna do anything really serious. You need a full swarm on this, but first they need to manage to cut off the field. But you see the shorter support lines over here from Beer are just, yeah, just way better. It's just so easy to refresh, and bring marches back in and out from the structure. They're doing an amazing job, but I think holding this is hard. Look at that, all those wide marches swarming the structure. It's already almost red. Let's see, rally needs to get a little bit reinforced, but yeah, I mean, the swarm does a lot of damage in itself already. It's down to red, but there is now people swarming the swarmers from beer, and it's low red, low red, low red. I think this will flip. This is really hard to hold. But do we know beer? Oh, there we go. The bar is rising again. It almost flipped, and once again, beer is doing these garrisons, and I think like this is insane. This is actually insane how they pull it off that they can defend for so long, but now finally, after like 7, 8 minutes and two big fights on the desert altar, it flips. 489 do what they need to do, but it goes too slow. It goes too slow. It doesn't go fast enough. And that's also because Beer is superior on field. I think they're also ahead in the kills at sea. Oh, they're not. But man, they're just gonna delay the arc. They're just gonna delay it. And yeah. Oh boy. 489, don't lose it. 489, you put in so much work on that other altar. If you lose it here, that would be a bummer. But I think there is enough field here to defend against them, so I wouldn't worry too much. For now, hold that desert altar. They're trying for another big swarm over here. There you got the field support. I see a lot less white marches than with the other swarm, so it's gonna be way harder to take this structure. And they cannot really cut off the support anymore. If you want to beat beer on swarming a structure, you need to cut off their support because they have super fast. Uh, yep, they lost. Yeah, they kind of lost already, but they have super fast reinforcements from these structures. There is cav marches over here. There's one cav march. There's another cav march. Another cav march. They can just reinforce over and over and over and over. Right now, there's no field anymore for 489. Although there's a few coming in, but I don't think it's enough since there are way more marches here that can just defend. Um, yeah, that's a bummer. But they took this desert altar for quite a long time, so that's a good sign. I hope they can manage to score some points out of it. Maybe keep it for half a minute or so. That would already help a little bit. But 590 to 440, that 150 difference is not going to do a lot. It's not going to do a lot. And now you get a little bit more difference for like 20 seconds because this thing, it's not possible to defend it. There's no support. Here's a march, but I think it will arrive too late. He's March, Arsenal, the guy doesn't jump in. That's a bummer for the CC. He joins too late, you see? It's because of the entry point. The entry points are a big issue. Um, Lilith needs to solve that. You basically, if you want to reinforce, you have to march all the way around, and then it goes around and around and around and around. And somewhere
It enters at a random point that you need to be able to immediately enter, not some random ass place. But right now it looks very, very good for beer. It looks way too good for beer. 489 needs to have a tremendous good end game if they want to turn this game around. Is it Solimar Kingdom? Yes, beer is in Solimar, I believe. I saw Solimar somewhere. I forgot where I saw him, but I guess it was beer. Let's see. Bollock, Cheerleader, Flater, Vixie, Kirkus, Suryoda, Matt, Hester, Fladzer, Markovus, Kixie, Flater. No, not over here. Dizzy, Max Stack, Everon. Solimar. Yeah, it is. But look at that. 400 points diff, minus the arc, 3k diff. 3k, not enough. 15 minutes for 3k. You need at least 3 or 4 more flips from your enemy altars. This just seems secure. I mean, 489, don't get me wrong, but they didn't lose a single desert altar, I believe. Not yet. But it's simply not enough. It's not enough. They needed maybe an instant cap, or maybe, yeah, they needed one arc, but they won't get an arc. Bear will just deliver last minute. They will delay the next arc unless they can teleport it. I would not think so, but you never know. Although they are ready for an ambush. 49 is ready to flip that thing over again. Oh wait, what? Yeah, 500 points diff. So first they need to get rid of the field. That's the first job, so that you have a safe spot for your swarmers to swarm. But I mean, we saw Beer was superior in mid, so winning this field fight is also really hard because you're behind already. So, nah, I kind of want to call it already over here. Big push. Let's see. Let's take a look into JST for a little bit. Oh, I have on beer, by the way, on this account. That's pretty cool. I'll get some nice coins from that. Let's log into. Yeah, you see. Yeah, that's what I suspected already. People said JST, you got to bet JST. I was like, hell no. Hell no. You can't bet JST. That's not possible. Okay. Let's get back to the other match because I think in this bottom realm, yeah, that's over. But we're getting treated with an insane match over here. 489 versus Beer, two top dogs against each other. Over here, wait, 49. They had such a big ball, but they cannot. No, that whole ball just got wiped by Beer. Got wiped, absolutely wiped. 1 minute, they just probably delivered at literally the last second. But Beard can't put enough pressure. And there's gatherers for both teams, which is, I think, going to be equal. And yeah, doesn't look good for 489. I think they will lose by like 2,000 points in the end. They need to flip altars, but Beard can reinforce so well. Like the way they reinforce, it resembles the old 1v. Like 1v was so strong in structures. They lost a couple mids, but the structure is unbeatable. Like the way they reinforced and the way they played so coordinatively. I mean, this is beer resembles them. But 489 did so too when I watched them 1 year ago or 2 years ago in 1021. 1021 versus 1v was absolutely amazing. Those matches were awesome, right? But it seems like 489 can't push through. Every 5 to 10 minutes, maybe they get one capture, but that's not enough. They need, if they want to win, they need that. Okay, they delivered arc. You see, 7 minute 30. There's 2 minutes 30 seconds for the next arc. Unless 489 has the teleport skill, it's gonna be an arc that doesn't count. Or same for beer, by the way. Maybe they have a teleport skill there, then they need to go to mid. That's the bad thing. They need to go to mid.
489 doesn't want to go to mid, but they need to go to mid. Oh man. Yeah, difference 3K. Sucks to suck, but it should be safe. Like they need to reinforce properly here. It's still a wide rally though. That's dangerous. But if they just reinforce this properly, they shouldn't be losing it. And if they lose it, the game is over. If they lose this desert altar or any of their altars, the game is over. That's in short how it works. It's already red. That's dangerous, but there is a lot of field support, so I guess it's somewhat safe. But I don't know, man. The way they can defend against 489, it's just crazy. These guys are, man, so awesome. Man, they have this inferior gear, but they're doing it. 3.2 diff. They're also winning on points now because of those little problem over here with the outposts. But my goodness, this is what a team here. I mean, I knew they were going to be strong, and I said from the start, Beer has a chance to compete for the championship with 489 and 748W. And in the first round, they're indeed beating 489, unless they have a teleport skill or there's something really, really weird happens in the last stage of the match. But I don't see anything irregular happening anytime soon. There's 5 minutes for mid. Not a single team is going into mid yet. I hope they just forget about it. I somehow still hope for 489 that they can win, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Provisions equal here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, there's more gatherers for beer. Oh, that's why you see, oh, they are delivering now. They are delivering their provisions already to make sure that next arc is going to be theirs, as you can see. And I truly hope that they have the teleport skill. Without the teleport skill, it is not going to be possible to win this fight because there is not enough time on the clock. Beer will just need to delay for 2 minutes. That's enough. That's all it takes. What Beer also could do, Beer could just say F mid. F mid. We're going on structures. And if Beer take the structures from 49, then it's over. Then it's over. Oh no. What is this push? They might move in. They might move in. I don't think so, but they might. 4 minutes still mid. And if I were Beer, I would just say F mid. We're going structures. We're going structures because right now it looks like it's a 1000 diff, but there's 2000 provisions already delivered over here. There's no new provisions anymore. Well, these are easily 2, 3K too. So this next arc, 489 needs it, but they're not gonna get it. Okay, making us up for the last round because we already got our champions basically. 93 will become champion, triple Osiris League champion. 60 already became champion. Now it's gonna be between beer and 489. Low key, this this is low key exciting because there's 2 minutes on the clock for this arc to spawn, 5 minutes on the match clock. 489 with sneaky tactics on the clock. They are invisible, and I think I know what they're gonna do. I think I know what they're. I think they have the teleport skill. I think they do have it. Oh no, never mind. They don't. Wait, what? Time warp to the death. I mean, okay.
Okay, they don't have the teleport skill. Okay, if they want to win this match, they need to wipe everything. Wipe everything, make sure nothing can delay the arc. They need to run like a maniac. No march over here. As I already said, Beer is going on structures. F it. An F bomb. F the structures. Let's go. Okay, but for now, it seems like they are holding up very well over here. It seems like Beer is getting wiped in mids. I mean, makes sense, right? There's way more blue. But all the red marches needs to die. All the red marches need to be dead before this arc spawns. There need to be no red marches here nearby. So what Beer will likely do is they will move around this corner, try to delay that arc even more when taking all the structures, because they will probably be taking this desert altar soon. Everyone needs to be at that arc, because if this arc does not get delivered, it's GG's. If it does, there is a chance, and it seems like actually there is a chance. Although I already still told you what's going to happen. Beer is going to come around the corner. Beer is going to come with these marches. They're going to try to refresh and get over here. Everything is going to be centered here in the last 3 minutes. Mark my words, there is going to be fights over here. Okay, what I would do, these guys, everyone to this area, move, get all the beer players out. 489 can still win, but they need a runner. They need some fast tier 1 runner. Even a tier 4 would be fine too, but yeah, move your people already close to the corner. Move get these guys out of the way. Make sure no one can pop in anymore. There seems like there's no marches around. And now they need to make sure these guys get killed, because like this dizzy guy, this this reinforced march, this guy, they need to be dead. They're trying to delay. Of course they're trying to delay. That's the only way they can win. And 489 has to go to this outpost because this is too risky. This is too far. This is too risky. This is the only place. And yeah, Beer knows. And now they will have to protect the carrier. It's 2 minutes, the final 2 minutes on the clock. Everything will come down to the fight over here. And I think Beer will also come with that march. Let's see, is this a tier 1 march? And how fast is it gonna be? 1 minute 31 seconds. They can afford one drop. There is a Beer march. Why do you let it stand? Come on, get that thing down. That one too. Come on, don't let them touch your carrier, please. You can only afford one drop. That's what I calculated. Everyone will come around the corner soon. Same with this area. You need to make way for the arc. Spread out, get away, make sure no one can reach your area. And Beer needs to go all the way over here. But it seems like they're not doing it yet. They're waiting. Over here, there is some marches. They need to die before they can touch the carrier, because it's only one drop that is allowed. And right now, that's what you see. The final fight, as I said, is going to be at the outpost. Only way that they can win this match. And 489, I don't know why they did it, but they focused over here. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe a bit too much. But they also need to hold the structures, which is so hard to manage everything at the same time. And if somehow, oh, there is a guy. Oh, be careful. They should hop that node. Should not be able to hop the node. Come on. And now they need to move away to take down this march. No, 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 no. Is it gonna drop? Because if it's dropping, it is over for 489. Because there's only 50 seconds. No, it's so close. It's so close. The carrier, 15K, 15K, 14K. The carriers, yes, it dropped. No, no, no. This is bad. 30 seconds. If Bear takes this arc now, it's over. It needs to be a healthy march, and they need to get into that altar, and they're gonna swarm that thing. Okay, capture the arc. Go in, go in, go in, go in. Move, Lego. No, you're not moving. 7 seconds, 5 seconds. If they refresh, come on, get into the structure. Move everyone out. Do it, do it, do it, do it. They escorted the arc. 7K, oh, 1K diff. It's not enough. Fuck. It's over. Okay. First game, it's over. 1K diff. Provisions. That's your answer. Holy moly, that was an exciting match. 489 loses the first match because of the provision diff. All right, 1 point. No, 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 not even provisions. The arc. They tried their best, but it was not enough for 489. And maybe that one flip that they didn't succeed in, that insane hold from Beer, maybe that was the deal breaker in the end. We will see that in the next match because there's going to be another match. Holy moly, that was exciting. Beer wins the first round from 489, which is crazy. Kind of expected somewhere, right? In some way. If 489 is smart, go to beer side with the arc and take a structure there. No, no, they couldn't go to bear side with the arc. It's too dangerous. It's man, that was such a close match. Um, that was an amazing match, but we are not finished yet. We're in for another treat. But I just heard that I gotta go. I will relaunch the stream after my dinner, which is halfway into the match. So, all right. I'm gonna end this stream. We are gonna try again. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna check later because right now it's this is fine. 60 MX victory became champion, right? Wait, what? It's open again. Crazy. 60 MX wins. Awesome. Uh, Anubis beer only 1.3K. Yeah, insane. All right. Um, Thanks. I gotta go. Gotta have dinner. I'll take the other match into calculation. I'll watch it close 489. Yeah, on the verge of losing another title. But yeah. All right. Where do I escape? There we go. Has been fun, guys. Gotta eat, so maybe I'll be back after, but can't promise anything.